Welcome to Transmissions, where we talk all Hasbro, Takara, and third-party Transformers. On this episode, there's a quality control issue with the new Titan Star Convoy. Beast Wars Funko Pops are available now, and there are rumors of Takara bringing us more Missing Link figures soon. Today is Wednesday, June 25th, 2025, and this is episode 648 of Transmissions.
Welcome to Transmissions, the podcast that hopes we're not in World War III by the time this episode goes up. I'm your host, Charles, aka Big C, and I'm joined by the excellent Transmissions team. Scott, the illustrious Dr. Pants.
Hello, everyone.
And Daryl, the Cybertronian Beast.
I mean, I don't think Canada's involved in this at all, so you guys just do what you need to do, and I hope I see you next week. Let's talk Transformers.
Line, Daryl. As always, we start off the show by thanking our donatrons, those lovely people who support us on Patreon and PayPal. Thank you all so much for continuing to support the show and keep things going. This week, we have a brand new donatron, so thank you to Joe for signing up. Congratulations. Welcome to the party, Joe. Hope you're enjoying all that bonus content and all those perks. Maybe watch the show live, whatever you'd like to do. It's all right there for you, Joe. So thanks for signing up.
Joe's here. That's an internet reference that no one's going to get.
And speaking of bonus content, we've got our Transformers, the bonus show, We Like Big Bots. That's available right on our Patreon page to everyone who is a donatron. So you will get 14 episodes of my friends down here, Daryl and Dr. Pants, talking about the biggest bots from their collections. And you can watch all that there. So enjoy. We've also got our Transformers Live Play RPG podcast, Empire of Rust. And this week, the regular version is up. So if everyone who's a donatron got access to the bonus version last week, that was an extra long bonus episode featuring lots of unedited stuff from episode 138. This week, the regular episode 138 goes up in the free feed, so everyone has access to it. That's at transmissionspodcast.com/rust. So this is episode 138, Gears and Loathing in Lost Iacon. So take advantage of that. The party levels up this episode, so each character gets new stuff. So you can check that out, and we're going to start off a new adventure for the characters. So look forward to that. See where they're going to go now. They're back from the Harmonium, and they are back on Cybertron. So new exciting adventures await. We've also still got copies of our exclusive Skybound Transformers #1 available. So you can go on our website at transmissionspodcast.com/comic, and you can order as many copies as you like of our Transformers #1 issue with cover art by E.J. Sue, and that's an exclusive to Transmissions Podcast. So if you would like to get your copy, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/comic. And we've still got our promo code at toyhacks.com. So save 15% off all your purchases at toyhacks.com with our code HAXMISSION. HAX Mission, Toy Hacks Transmissions, Hacks Mission. So use that code HAXMISSION to save 15% off everything at toyhacks.com. This code will last until June 30th, and then we'll have a new code for the month of July. So you've still got some time to use this code as much as you like throughout the month of June. So enjoy. All right. That's everything for all the promos. So let's get in the show, and we're going to talk about some quick hits.
All right. And this is kind of amazing that I didn't know about this until we started looking at the show notes this evening. That Transformers: Age of the Prime's Titan class Star Convoy, he's Star Optimus now. Apparently, he's been goes by another name. But Star Optimus Prime is having issues with his assembly. There's some misassembled chest windows that have been popping up. There's a Transformers Facebook group that has some pictures of some misassembled chest windows have been posted in. There's an easy fix for it. Just remove the screws on the clear part and then push the left and right sides until they fit correctly. Then put the screws in place again. Fixes like that are pretty nice to have. You don't have to pop pins. You don't have to do anything crazy. You just have to move something around. You just have to shift it, and that's good. Even lowly engineers can do it. It's nice. It's nice to have nice easy fixes.
I did the Omega Prime fix. Hey, I sanded down plastic with a emery board. So I'm doing
incredible.
Stuff.
That is incredible. I'm impressed that you were able to do the G1 hot rod fix when back in the day. So I'm impressed with that too. These are things that my 4-year-old does, but you got an engineering degree, so we have to hold your hand a little bit more. It's okay. I mean, we love you, Charles. You're awesome.
No, you don't.
So I mean, this is an easy fix, but they gotta stop letting this happen. Like, I'm just gonna say it because.
That's true. I mean, I wasn't going to go there. This is something that's should be obvious at this point.
It should be, but now this is a $150 toy. I mean, Omega Prime was insane that it needed the fix it did, which, yeah, we could do it, but it was a complicated fix. But this is another one that, like, why is this happening? This is asinine. I hate this.
And we do have confirmation in the community. So Alex, who's listening live, said he opened his copy and it has this issue. So this is real if you are picking up Star Optimus Prime. So,
yeah, I mean, these things, you want the HasLab projects to be a little bit more, handcrafted. But the reality is that everything gets put through the same kind of machine. And the assembly process is all kind of designed the same way, regardless of the size class. So, Titan class figures, Commander class figures, they all go through the same, assembly. And the machines place the plastic, and if they don't place it in the right spot, then it gets misassembled, right? If a human being was assembling these things, then it would be right a lot more than it is wrong. Every now and then you get a figure that has the same fists on the figure, like 2 right fists, and that's just because like a fist ended up in the wrong bin, right? And the machine or the person that grabbed it doesn't look at every single one; they just grab it, right? But they're not putting them on the figure, right? Like it's still getting assembled by a machine. So, it's the speed in which these things have to be assembled is out of the realm of a human that human completion can do. We need it's going to happen. It shouldn't, but they need to be able to kind of catch this quality control a little faster. I know that when I worked in a very short stint in a newspaper printing press, every so often a single paper was grabbed off of the line and checked for quality. I'm assuming that the same thing is done here, but maybe not, right? You'd think that they would grab a single figure, once it's completed, go through all the quality and make sure everything's done. But they may just be visually inspecting it and not looking at all the screw points and making sure it's all done. So maybe that's something they have to do. I can tell you one thing: the fact that we're talking about it now means that the people at Hasbro have heard about it, right? All of their engineering team and all of their PR people, they're all over these boards, right? I think they are almost given strict instructions not to participate, but they are all over the boards. And the fact that it's made it to us and that we're talking about it on the show, they have most definitely heard about it. Not to mention people have called and complained for certain. So they know. And like the engineering team can't do anything about it. It's manufactured in Thailand or Malaysia or wherever the hell it's assembled. But
I think it's Vietnam. I don't know.
Oh, Vietnam. Okay. So yeah. Wherever it's out of their hands once the designs leave the office, then the assembly is it's out of their hands, right? Like, so anyway. But yeah, so if you've got Titan Star Optimus Prime, take a look at the chest windows, and you may need to make this fix. Hopefully you don't, but maybe you do.
And next up we have Instagram post from Mark Mayer. He's talking all about the new Venom figure coming out in the Age of the Primes. This is, of course, an updated version of the Deluxe Insecticon Venom. I'm personally very excited for this because this finishes out all the Insecticons. So he goes through and he talks about the development here, working with Ijama-san to develop this, and we just get a lot of really cool poses. Venom looks very, very poseable. Very dynamic, very cool. They show him with all kinds of blast effects in a flying pose. They also show him holding Megatron in his gun mode, which is kind of cool. And then we get a, shot of the cicada and whatnot. This looks great. I'm glad that this is an original mold too, because all the other Deluxe Insecticons were just retools and recolors of the legacy normal Insecticons. So Venom getting his own mold is very, very, very cool. So I'm very excited to see this when it comes out.
Okay, next we've got the infantry Kickstarter that we talked about this a few weeks ago, and this Kickstarter is now live and looks like they've already hit their goal. I mean, they didn't have a really huge goal. They were only looking for about 2,500, and they're already at 17,000 now. And that's in US dollars. I guess originally this is from Hong Kong, so looks like the original goal was 20,000 Hong Kong. I'm not sure what the currency is there, and then they currently have 134,000 Hong Kong dollars right now. So, so if you are interested in getting these Transformers watches, this is infantry Transformers crossover with these mechanical watches. You can get a full set of Optimus Prime, Megatron, and Bumblebee for 6,726 Hong Kong dollars, which is about $857 US. So that gives you all three watches. But if you just want one watch, will only run you about 2,498 Hong Kong dollars, which is about $319 US. So it's a pretty expensive watch that's not an Apple Watch. So, but it does have a Transformers character on it. Although I'm still a little annoyed that Megatron does not have his fusion cannon in this picture in the watch face apparently. So. But these are modular watches. I guess you can, they are, you can change the watch faces or for different things. And it's tool free. So I guess you can swap things without having to use any special watch tools. But, if you are interested, there's the Kickstarter. This will run until July 17th. And then, however long it'll take to produce these things. For me, it's not something I'm interested in, but there's lots of folks out there, I guess, who might be interested in getting Transformers themed watches, but it's a little expensive, a little on the expensive side for these watches.
There are watch collectors out there who are probably going to jump on this. And there's obviously Transformers fans who have jumped on this as well. But yeah, no. I like my smartwatch. Not only does it tell time, it tells me so many other things.
What was
Normal
the
watches
original, like the original Kickstarter goal? Like, what do they want to hit?
They wanted to hit what is it? About $2,500, and they were at $17,000.
And the price out of US dollars is $319 a watch. So they wanted to sell like
8 watches.
What?
Eight watches, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, Daryl. I didn't run the Kickstarter. This is not my thing. So
listen. We're gonna do a partnership with Hasbro to do watches. What do we need to sell? Like 400, 500 watches? 8. We need to sell 8 watches. We'll make a profit if we sell 8. Well, they're doing well. So I mean, at least like good for them for finding a bunch of idiots that want $300 character watches. I mean, I got a Mickey Mouse watch that my daughter had when she was younger that I can sell them for $150. It's half price. It's used though. So, no, I mean, these look fun. I'm not a watch person at all, not even a smartwatch. So yeah, I don't know when I'm having a heart attack, and that's fine by me.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's definitely weird. I mean, it is. I guess it's out of Hong Kong, so I don't know if Infantry, the company, is based in Hong Kong, or is this run by another watch company? I don't know, but yeah, I guess they just need the initial Kickstarter seed, and then they plan to mass produce it or something. I don't know. It's definitely. It's odd that the kick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a weird thing for Kickstarter. Like, is that a thing in Kickstarter where you set the goal really low and then be like, hey, we blew past our goal? So it's like, if you set your goal at $10, it's not really hard to hit it.
I'm just gonna say, by the way, that like I looked up Infantry watches, and if it's the same company, which it can't be. It can't be. Like, their watches are, like, really affordable. Like, I'm talking $20-$30. So, I don't know.
So they're just preying on the gullibility
idiots.
Of Transformers fans.
Or, I mean, like, the whole modular thing probably racks it up a couple of dollars, and they might also just have a much more affordable line than what this is. This is a designer line. I don't know.
That, that Hasbro markup has to be a little bit too.
Yeah.
Oh, what the crap. Yeah, there's watches they did crossed over with like One Piece, the anime, and they're selling for $55.
I think it's the modular thing, because here here's the Infantry website, and I did the modular section. All the modular watches are like $380.
Okay.
So it's the modular thing. So if we go to the I guess Revolution, is that these are almost $200.
I don't know.
So they're part forming watches. That's what you're saying.
Now here's the One Piece. Yeah, One Piece these are $50 and $30. So I guess these are not modular. So that's probably that's the issue.
Okay. All right.
Well,
fair enough.
Whatever. Not for me.
What might be for you is this thing on Reddit that I helped with this past week. Some of you may know, some of you may not. I am one of the mods on the Transformers subreddit. I don't talk about it a lot. because I don't do a lot of moderating anymore. But I have been doing it for a long time. And somebody reached out to me this past week to talk about or see if they could post something in the thread or post about a survey, a fan survey. So usually I generally frown upon the community being used like this, but I did some research. I checked them out. I asked a bunch of questions before, and also generally speaking, the fact that somebody actually reached out and asked first before posting in the thread was a big green flag, because most people will just post and then feel the consequences later, right? So anyway, I checked it out. It's a survey. They are contracted by a well-known toy brand to talk with Transformers fans. So there is a survey they're setting up. These surveys are going to be one-on-one video calls that'll take 45 to 60 minutes. If you are chosen for the video calls, you'll receive a $70 US gift card as a thank you for your time, which is very cool. To find out if you're eligible, they have a little eligibility form here. You can fill it out. We've linked it in the show notes, but you can go to the Transformers subreddit. It's pinned to the top, and you can check it out there. As a Canadian, I asked a bunch of questions about international fans, just because, a lot of these people that are setting up stuff in the U.S. forget that Transformers is a global brand, and there's a lot of fans outside of the U.S. So apparently now thanks to me, people from or outside of the U.S. can apply. So you're welcome, rest of the world. I did my duty. So
good job.
Yeah. So you can now apply and see about being a part of this survey. They are trying to basically, the whole point of the survey is to speak with a bunch of fans that are going and that represent each era of Transformers, and they are basically doing research as part of an initiative to shape an exciting new project for this well-known toy brand. There's no information about what it is. Apparently, according to what I've been told, you'll have to sign an NDA if you get chosen. So, sounds pretty cool. You have to be available between now and June 26th. So that's so that's tomorrow when the show goes up, or between July 13th and 18th. So there is there's a secondary day to get interviewed. Spots are limited. They're looking for a bunch of people to take part in the survey. So the sooner you apply, the better. I know that hearing about this on the show is a little last minute, but hey, it's pinned to the top of the Transformers subreddit as well. So if you're on Reddit, you should be checking it out there. So, anywho, I thought that was kind of fun and exciting. And generally, if something fun and exciting comes across my bench on Reddit, I'll let you all know.
Let's talk about some model kits. Yeah. So eHobby has announced or updated with official listings that show off Transformers Optimus Prime, Soundwave, and Tarn garage kits. So garage kits are typically like little resin kits. These will have to be painted, but these are 3D printed miniatures. They are unpainted. The pre-order, they are available for pre-order now. The pre-order deadline is going to be Monday, July 21st. So you have about a month, and they're about $20.45 US approximately. The pre-order says 2,980 yen, and they will release in late August. And we have images of Convoy, Soundwave, and Tarn. Tarn getting more love. Who doesn't love that?
I do.
And I think we all do, don't we? We all love Tarn. What a standout character. And then we also have images of the Optimus Garage kit painted up, which looks really, really good. I am incredibly jealous because as a model builder, the bane of my existence is painting anything, and I don't know who did this, but kudos to them. They did an amazing job. This little figure looks absolutely fantastic, so it's very, very, very cool. And then lastly with this, eHobby on Twitter/X made another official announcement about their garage kits. They posted more stuff that showed off Optimus Prime and Pretender Stranglehold. Of all the characters to show off, did anyone expect Stranglehold? There's also sketch
that looks like Burt Reynolds.
It looks like is it? Was it Sean Connery in that famous old sci-fi movie with like the bandoliers and like the Speedo? Yeah.
Yes.
I forget what movie
was
that
is. Was that Zoltar or something like that?
Zoltar, something like that, yeah. Or wasn't Zoltar the genie that made Tom Hanks big?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know now. It could be
both.
But on that note, in the image there, we also get some sketches in the background. We see Sideswipe, we see Grimlock, Drift, Megatron, all kinds of other characters. So this is very, very cool.
Zardoz
yes.
was the movie.
There we go. Yeah. But anyway, if you are interested in these garage kits, if you feel like taking some paints to these things and making them all pretty, or you want just some little grayscale miniatures, by all means, they look really, really cool. The detail on them is fantastic looking and being cast in resin, even though they're 3D printed because they're resin printed. You don't get those weird lines. So these look really high quality, so check them out.
Yeah, I don't know. Stranglehold is definitely the odd one out here. I mean, these are all like bot-ass robots, and then you've got Stranglehold, which looks, that's just a guy. Not even a hint. Yeah, it's just a guy. There's not even a hint of a robot there. So I don't know. It's very weird that Stranglehold is like right there in the mix. But
you know what? I love the Pretenders so much. I had so many of them as a kid, and the fact that nobody really seems to acknowledge them much anymore makes me sad. So by all means, give me more of that. Give me more.
Yeah, there's only a couple Pretenders that were like breakout hits that get figures these days, like Bludgeon and Thunderwing, but poor Stranglehold, Yeah, Metal Hawk, that's right.
Even though Metal Hawk was never in the US, he still gets more figures than any other Autobot Pretender.
Yeah. All right, next up, we've got another Hasbro Pulse fan stream. I know it's probably, this is going up on June 25th, so this has already happened. But I just wanted to comment on how we've gotten 2 fan streams in the last 2 weeks. This, I think the last one was June 10th. So yeah, within 2 weeks, we have another Hasbro Pulse fan stream. I'm sure everyone's talking about what they revealed yesterday, since we're recording this in the past. We haven't seen it yet, but it's got to be Studio Series 86 Megatron, right? I mean, we expected it last time after it was already leaked everywhere, so they've got to be showing off Megatron in this one, right? Come on, you're holding out on this, Hasbro.
It'll just be a new Optimus Prime. You get no Megatron.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened.
I just assume there's always going to be a new Optimus Prime at this point.
But yeah, I mean, we'll have discussion on what was in the fan stream next week when we actually get to see it. So,
all right, we got rumors. We all love rumors, and these ones are about Missing Link. So the Missing Link line has been gangbusters and going off real well. I've only ever seen the Optimus. I haven't seen the Bumblebee and Cliffjumper yet, or the Sunstreaker. But we got rumors that they're going to continue on with the Missing Link line with Ironhide, Ratchet, and a Decepticon that goes unnamed right now. And these are adding to the rumors that we had from before, which said that we're going to get a Grimlock and an Ultra Magnus in the line. So if that's true, then this Missing Link line is has got some legs. This mystery Decepticon would be the first, though. So who might that be?
Got to be Soundwave.
You'd think Soundwave or Starscream. I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because if it's Starscream, then they can reprint it or recolor it until the end of time. So.
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to back away from the Soundwave and say, I think you're right, Daryl. It's going to be Starscream. Starscream prints money.
Yeah. So I'm going to say that, I think the line is doing well. Like I said, I haven't seen the other three characters, figures in person yet. But then again, I haven't been to a convention since October of last year, so it's been some time. So I don't think they've been out since then. So yeah, it's cool. I'm happy about it. I'm a G1 figure collector. This line is the line that I always thought that they should be doing back in the day. And then as I've been collecting all the figures, this has been something that I've kind of wanted to get into, but I can't, just because of all the existing figures I already own of the same thing. So, I love this line. It's just it's out of my price range for what it is, but I'm pretty into it. If they are in fact doing Ironhide and Ratchet, God, I hope that they have proper heads on them.
I kind of hope they don't, but I don't know why I want that.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Yep.
All right. Charles's favorite non-transforming Transformers. We got Funko Pops, but it's Beast Wars. We got some Beast Wars Funko Pops that are, I believe they're officially out now. As of this recording, they will be officially out. So we have 4 Beast Wars characters. We have Optimus Primal, Rhinox, Megatron, and Black Arachnia. And if you're a Funko Pop collector, or you know what Funko Pops look like, you know what to expect. I have a few Funko Pops, a few Transformers ones, and maybe I'd pick one of these up. I actually think they all look pretty cool, except for the Rhinox. The Rhinox, I know they're all out of proportion, but something about Rhinox's proportions really, really bother me. I don't know why. But
how about the Megatron with the teeny tiny T-Rex head on his hand?
That is adorable, and I kind of love it. I love that. And also the lips on Black Arachnia are very pronounced, which is, I mean, I get why they gave him mouths, but I feel like a lot of Funko Pops don't have mouths, and that's weird to me, but I don't know. Anyway, if you're a Funko Pop collector and a Transformers fan, be ready for those.
And last topic, we've got more rumors. This comes from JT Prime 17 on TFW 2005 that we have this year's PulseCon exclusive will be Commander Armada Nemesis Prime with Vorpal Saber. So somewhere Jeremy is getting very excited about another Nemesis Prime. So this will be, I guess, a Bendy Prime within a the big trailer and everything that he combines with and everything. So and I'm sure it'll be all black and teal and all that good stuff. Jeremy is the connoisseur of Nemesis Primes on the show.
He's not alone. I have my own little collection of Nemesis Primes down here, and I saw this and I am pumped and so worried I'm not gonna get it. 'Cause I never got the Commander Armada Prime, and I would much rather have it in Nemesis colors, honestly.
All right. Well, yeah, keep an eye out.
Even though the Nemesis Prime and Armada never went super mode. So, weird. But,
And also, just I didn't read the whole story. The Vorpal Saber is apparently going to have 3 minicons, and not just a non-transforming accessory. So it will be, I guess, the Star Saber minicons repainted in evil colors.
Which is kind of crazy because the Armada Starscream and Legacy came with a Star Saber accessory, but it was just a solid piece. It was not the minicons. So you would think it would be like, oh, be an easy repaint for this, but no, they're actually going to go the full mile and give us more minicons.
Not opposed to that. I mean, I think the lack of minicons has been a sore point for me. That they released all these Armada figures in the Legacy of Primes lines, but didn't include their minicons packed in with them. So
I think there's 2 minicons out there. There's one with the one hot shot that came out that was a Generation Selects or whatever they're calling it, and then another one that came with the Armada Wheel. No, not Armada Wheeljack. It was, I think it was Shattered Glass Sideswipe. I think they packed it in there because that was basically like Armada Wheeljack. I don't know. It's still more minicons, please.
All right, well, that's all our toy talk, so let's move on to trips to the store.
The Transmissions Podcast will return after these messages.
And Trips to the Store is powered by our friends at TeePublic, which lets us host our merch store there. So go to merch.transmissionspodcast.com and you can get access to all the shirts we're selling. And right now we're having a sale. So this is our TFCon Toronto sale. So you can pick up all the shirts at a significant discount. So check it out at merch.transmissionspodcast.com. Get some shirts and show them off at TFCon Toronto in a few weeks. All right, let's show off the stuff we got this week, and I'll go first. So I don't have any new stuff except for a comic. So I got G.I. Joe #8, Transformers adjacent. There's Transformers in, like, images of Transformers in the comic, so it counts, right? So yeah, G.I. Joe #8. We reviewed this last week in alt mode, so if you are curious about what we thought about this issue, you can check that out in Transmissions alt mode 447. So enjoy. Also, I did want to show just the alternate modes of the Hearts of Steel figures I showed off last week. So here is Optimus Prime in locomotive mode. As I said here, this is his gun becomes the smokestack of the locomotive, which is a nice little trick there. And then he has a shield that becomes the top of the back of the locomotive. So it's a cool little figure. It doesn't peg in quite as well in the back. It's a little like it's a little weird there. And then also the front, you can kind of still see the legs on the front there. Like, it doesn't look much like a train. It just looks like, legs folded up. So, but I think it still looks good.
An attempt was made.
Yeah. The one I thought was really good, though, is Starscream as a biplane. So this, I think, is a really, really nice plane mode here, and all the propellers spin. So that's nice. And you got the Gatling gun, machine guns right there. As they're still attached to his arms in jet mode. So yeah, and he's got all the spiky stuff because he's evil. So you got to have spikes everywhere. So, but it's cool. I like this plane mode for Starscream. So Yeah. That's all I got this week. So I'm going to hand it over to you, Daryl.
Okay, well, I got comics this week as well. Many comics. I'll show this one off because it's a cute cover. Jeff the Land Shark got a cover this week, and this is adorable.
Oh, look at him.
This covers by Art Germ, who usually draws like very seductive women, but he did a real good job on the little shark dude. So yeah. I got G.I. Joe number 8 because of its crossover cover, the connecting variant. I'm not buying this series for any reason, but its crossover or connecting cover is I need it for the picture, so I bought it. It's the last piece of this puzzle comes out this week, and we'll review that in alt mode this week as well. So Void Rivals 20. So big giant robot on this cover, more than what you see of in the book itself. My brother gave me a gift though this week. He found it at a thrift store, which I have not been to in a while myself, but he was there. He said he found this for $2.50. So he's like, why not? I'll buy it for Daryl. He's like, do you have the Transformers animated movie? And I'm like, yes, many times. He's like, well, do you have this one? And I said, nope, I don't have that one because I have all the other ones. He's like, well, I bought it for you. It was $2.50. I'm like, well, does it have the discs in it? And he's like, oh yeah. He's like, it's got a bunch of other stuff too. So he's like, he's got all the discs. It's got an envelope with all the other crap in it too. 35 years. I haven't actually opened this thing. I don't know what's in here.
Is this the 4K Blu-ray one?
Yeah. So
yeah, it is.
Got this stuff. One shall stand, one shall fall. Unicron's head. That's a cool picture. There you go. Megatron.
Such heroic nonsense.
And then Hot Rod. Yeah. So yeah. Anywho, that's cool. And that was really nice of him for $2.50. I mean, I probably would have bought it myself if I found it for that. So cool. He picked that up. Added to the pile of other versions of this movie that I have. Widescreen. That's the widescreen version here on the front. So yeah, that's neat. Right on. At the same time, I'm not going to hold it up because it's big, but he gave me a VCR. So I have a VCR now. I've been wanting one because I have this component cable to digitize stuff. So he said he found it at the same thrift store for $15. So I'm like, it better work. So I'm in the process of testing it out, and I need to get some RCA cables. But if all of a sudden I start posting like retro videos and stuff like that, you'll know that I got it working. So yeah.
Nice.
We got some old shit around here. So yeah, we'll see. Not a lot of other stuff going on.
All right. And Dr. Pants, we will follow that up with you.
I was worried when I said I was going to be on this week because I didn't get anything new until yesterday. Package day, little mini Christmas on my porch, and figure I've been very excited for. Let's all remember, I love Pretenders. This is Fans Hobby Armor Eagle. A masterpiece scale Pretender. Look at this. This is beautiful.
Is this the aforementioned Metal Hawk?
This is a Metal Hawk, yeah. So not a Pretender shell, Pretender armor. So you can pop the pieces off, and I'm not going to do the whole thing because it is quite a few pieces here, but I can at least pop the head off, and we get a regular Metal Hawk head. And the chest plate can just come off, and Metal Hawk's just under there, and then he transforms into a very Metal Hawk G1 toy looking jet, gun, sword. He is a little plain, and out of all the Fans Hobby figures I have bought, he is probably the lightest one. He is not very heavy. I don't think there's any metal in this, despite being Metal Hawk. But very solid figure, ratchets everywhere, and he is technically Masterpiece scaled, and I've been getting all of the Fans Hobby Super God Master Force figures, so I hope they continue doing this, because I think this was a really cool way to do a Pretender, just with armor pieces that go over the robot to make it look like the Pretender shell. Give me more of that, and yeah, super, super happy with this figure. Very, very cool.
That's cool.
All right. Well, that's all for Trips to the Store. Let's move on with the rest of the show.
We now return to the Transmissions Podcast.
And we will finish up the show with some feedback. All right, so we've got I got a fair amount of feedback this week. So we've got some voicemail. We got a voicemail. We've got some YouTube comments, and we've got an email. So let's get into all that stuff, and we'll talk about it. All right. First up with the YouTube comments. So we had Daryl. You've been getting some love on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
So,
all right. Let's go.
And ironically, that love came from you making a self-deprecating comment about yourself.
Oh,
so,
well. Okay.
Last week in episode 647, we talked about the upgrade kit, the DNA design upgrade kit for the Constructicons. And Jeremy played the previous week's episode, and then I think Daryl, you were shocked to hear your own voice, and you exclaimed out of nowhere, "I sound like a whiny bitch." I believe that is what you said. And so Stuart 118 Tyler, one of our regular YouTube commenters, tagged the episode at the exact time code where you said that, and said, "God, I love Daryl." So that was his comment. And
the internet exclaimed, "We all agree." Yes, shut up.
And then Scott Contois 3957 said he's hilarious. So you got two people endorsing you there. So right. They loved your comment there.
I'm great. Yes, let's more of that whiny bitch, please. Yes, let's do it.
Exactly.
Okay. Yes. Let's. All right. Perfect. Thanks, guys.
It's what the people demand, Daryl.
Yeah.
More whiny bitch.
Glad to be loved.
All right. We also have a comment from J Reed Main 8629, and they say that flat line looks great. Red Alert is clogging shelves locally, but I'd be all over that one. I'm a bit disappointed in how plain the aerial bots look, but I like the first two, and I'll pick them up. $90 is a hard pill to swallow for Silverbolt, but I guess I'll get them all. Real talk, I'd pre-order everything revealed if money were no object, or if we were still at maybe 2020 prices. I lost my enthusiasm for those Hearts of Iron figures. Hearts of Steel, I believe. Sorry.
Easy, man.
My gut reaction is that they seem too simple looking. Someone on Reddit 3D printed an extended coal box area for Prime that turns into a base the same way as Age of the Prime Silverbolt, and that really improved the looks of that figure to me. Same loss of enthusiasm for the Sonic and Tails pack that is showing up locally. I was interested in the biplane mode, but I don't like the look of it in person. So, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not going to, dispute your opinion. So, but I hope you are finding other things that you enjoy. Sounds like the aerial bots were a hit for you, even though the price tag
Yeah.
is a little bit high, but
If you can still, I mean, if you can find it, that Mastermind Creations did the Hearts of Steel stuff back in the day when they were first getting started as a company, and their version of Starscream is sick. It's you will lose blood on it, but it is amazing.
Because of how much
really-
it costs, or because it's sharp?
Both. Why not both? Yeah. But if money is no object, yeah, go for it. But it's those first Mastermind Creations figures are really, really good. And they're a little dated on the engineering at this point. Like they got to be 15, 20 years old at this point. But damn, that alt mode looked amazing on the Starscream. So yeah, if you're really going for it and you really wanted something for that, yeah.
I believe DJ Ronan did show off a comparison in the Discord. He posted a comparison of the current Starscream Hearts of Steel version, and then he had the old MMC one. So if you go to our Discord and look in, I believe probably the Hasbro channel, maybe, or the third party channel.
Wait,
and one of the channels.
Comparison.
You're saying DJ Ronan was showing off a Starscream?
I know it's out of character.
Wow. Who knew?
Yeah. But yeah, take a look in our Discord at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord, and you can take a look. All right, that's all the YouTube comments, but we do have a voicemail from friends of the show, John 4X11 Good. So let's listen to it.
Hey guys, John 4X11 Good here again. So I haven't gotten too far in the new episode, and already the Spaceball references, top notch. However, that did get me thinking, has there ever been a Mega-Made Transformer, even unofficially? If not, I would love to see one, either third party or official. A Mega-Made Transformer would be just kick-ass. Anyhow, may the Schwartz be with you, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
I mean, I can remember back in the day, even as kids, we were talking about, well, why can't they make a Mega-Made? Can we have like a Mega-Made or something like that? And it just never, ever happened. And then Spaceballs just fell out of the zeitgeist, and it was just, so far gone that no toy company, third party or otherwise, would take the risk in producing something like that. So, yeah.
There is a single Mega-Made toy out there to buy.
Is there really?
It is. Now hold on, because you're not going to be that surprised. It is one of those off-brand Lego kits, like one of the knockoff Lego kits.
So it's not a Transformer, it's Lego. Though.
It's not a Transformer, but there is a Mega-Made toy. You can build the Mega-Made kit. Also, there is one person who made a custom, the old Star Wars style, the little figures from like the 70s and 80s. They made a Mega-Made of that. There's a custom one of that. But
nice.
Officially to buy, it's about $30 to $40 a knockoff Mega-Made Lego kit, but it doesn't transform.
Wild, no. But yeah, no, like I can remember back in the day, the just people talking about how we always wanted a Mega-Made or something like that. But yeah, if a Mega-Made is still in the cards when Spaceballs 2 comes out, yeah, I can totally see somebody jumping on that at this point. Like Spaceballs is huge. There's a lot of people that in our generation it was just one of the best films. So, yeah. What do you think, Charles?
Yeah,
what do you remember?
I mean,
you were in college when Spaceballs came out. So what was college life like when what were the college kids saying about Spaceballs?
It was funny. I don't know.
Wow, he was there.
And I did find the Mega-Made here, so here it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh,
It ain't great, but it's there. It exists.
Yeah.
it's something.
Yeah, it's it's I mean, I was a kid. I was a kid when Spaceballs came out. I did see Spaceballs in the theater. I was, of course, a star. I love Star Wars as a kid. It's funny because I saw Return to the Jedi in the theater when I was like 7, and then Spaceballs came out I think like 3 years later. So I must have been like it was the same year that Transformers the movie came out. So I was 10 years old. So yeah, it was. I mean, it was a funny movie. I remember yeah, it's clearly making fun of Star Wars, and one thing that stuck out to me was the scene where they had the alien, the little alien chest burster pop out, because of course as a kid I watched a lot of Looney Tunes, so I knew the Michigan J Frog Looney Tunes, of course, and seeing that mashed up with the alien chest burster was very fun. Just it was very funny to 10-year-old me. So it was a good movie, and of course I did the Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at the screen when they did the merchandising scene where all the merchandising was Transformers like that. I had that Transformers lunchbox with the Metroplex on it, and when they showed that, I could clearly see that on the screen. And like that, yeah, that's clearly Transformers in the Spaceballs movie. And then and then of course at the end with Mega Maid, John Candy says it's not just a spaceship, it's a transformer. So, that was amazing to me that you could have Transformers and Star Wars coming together like that. So, it was fun. I'm excited for the new Spaceballs. I hope it's good. And yeah, I hope they throw in some Transformers references in the modern day too. So yeah, but John, we share your love of Spaceballs, so thanks for thanks for enjoying the references.
I'm just doing a quick run through. DJ Ronan in the chat posted a link to a article from Den of the Geek in our on our Discord on why there's no Spaceballs merchandise, and it's all thanks to, basically it boils down to it's all thanks to Star Wars. So if you're upset that there's no Spaceballs toys or anything like that, including Mega Maid, but down to action figures or anything like that, it boils down to Star Wars fucked them. So yeah,
Star Wars ruins everything, man,
including Star Wars.
I mean, that's a discussion for another day.
It's a good thing Jeremy's not here. Jeremy would be a little upset at this point. We've got our last bit of feedback. This is an email from a longtime emailer, Paul. So Paul's been writing in the show for a long time. And he's been listening. I think he's been listening for years and years and years. So because we've been doing the show for a long time. But he also has just joined the Discord too. So he's hanging out on our Discord as well. So Paul writes in, "Hey everyone, hope all is well. With this latest fan stream, the guys made an offhand remark about the primes coming from the book Covenant of Primus. If I remember, that book describes Amalgamus Prime as an amalgamation of bots, aka the first combiner. May I get y'all's thoughts on this theory I have, please and thank you." So actually, I did look this up and on the TF Wiki, and actually, Amalgamus Prime is the prime with the first transformation cog and could transform into lots of different things. So it would be like basically an infinite changer because he can turn into anything. Nexus Prime was actually the prime that was the combiner that had the Enigma of combination. So I imagine that when they do a Nexus Prime toy, it will be a combiner of some type. Maybe it'll be like a commander class figure because it'll be have a combiner. Maybe it'll be in the style of the combiner frames that they're already doing with the most recent combiners. For Amalgamus Prime, I have no idea what they're going to do because I don't know how do you represent an infinite changer in an actual physical toy. So maybe it'll just be like a six changer or something.
I was going to
I don't
say,
know.
which if they do that, then maybe we can get a new six shot.
Maybe,
and all the
yeah.
and all the other six changers, because they need love. They need love, and we need a six knight. They've never made a six knight, and I want
Yep.
one.
So yeah, so that's so Paul. I do think that when they do, even though when they get to the combiner prime, it will probably be a combiner of some form, but I don't know if it'll be a full fledged 5 robot combiner. But maybe it'll be like 2 or 3 bots. I don't know.
I think the original Nexus Prime was based off one of the Energon combiners.
Yes, it was. Yep.
Yeah. And it looked really cool. I always liked that. I don't know what they would do with it. That would be really interesting. I think it would be really fascinating if what they did is, we've already got Menasor, and we know he uses the skeleton frame, and Silverbolt's using the skeleton frame, and the Combaticons will use it too. I think it'd be really fascinating if they held off doing Nexus Prime until they got at least Bruticus done, and then maybe just kind of make it so that it has an aerial bot mold, a Stunticon mold, a Combaticon mold, and maybe a fourth one to kind of represent that it's part of all the combiners or something. Just kind of repaint those and use that as Nexus Prime. But I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, and
I would
in
assume that they would have, they would all have some kind of like monstrous modes, because they wouldn't have any kind of earthly modes. They'd be Cybertronian in origin, so they'd have some kind of like, I don't know, some kind of monster mode, and then they'd, you could possibly retool it in the end to like a Monstructor or something like that. But
I mean, all the other primes though we've been getting have like not normal vehicle modes. They're Cybertronian, but you're still getting like cars and stuff. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Normal things like centaurs.
Okay,
well,
that's
he was the beast Prime.
one. Like Alchemist, Prima, and Solus all turn into just cars.
Yeah, and that other one, the wheel. Yeah, that's another normal one.
Well, no, he turns into a Minicon disc.
And his suit does.
You know what?
Turns into something.
It turns into a bike, a one-wheeled bike.
Yeah.
Well, in the chat, we have an interesting idea from Alex about Amalgamus Prime. Maybe it's a pre-tool for Robots in Disguise Megatron.
Ooh.
So 2015 Robots in Disguise Megatron, which was could be a 10 changer, right?
2001, not 2015 RID.
Oh, 2000. You're right. 2001. Sorry, Jeremy. Sorry, Jeremy. 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 It's
Charles.
okay, Jeremy.
That would make Jeremy furious. Forget the Star Wars comment.
Hey, I also love RID, but I think I do take it a bit more calmly than Jeremy would. But I would love it if they did an RID 2001 Megatron, especially if it got the hand mode, because that's stupid. But yeah. I love that.
Yep. All right. Well, that's everything. That's all the feedback we got for this week. So thanks everyone for sending in comments. We really appreciate it. Thanks, John, again for sending in a voicemail. Those are always fun. But that takes us to the end of this episode. So, of course, at the end, we give a shout out to our Masterpiece Donatrons. These are the folks who continue to support the podcast at our highest level on Patreon, and that's why they get a mention in every episode. So thank you once again to John Forks Levengood and Steve C. You guys are awesome. You really rock. Thank you so much for your continued support. And Dr. Pants, thanks for coming back again. We really appreciate you hanging out with us. Jeremy couldn't make it this week, so we really needed your presence here to help fill out the team. So, it's very, very much appreciated. And why don't you tell everyone where they can find you online?
As always, thank you guys for having me so much. It's always nice to talk Transformers. You can find me and my friends if you're watching this on video. There is a link right below my name there that is for the Nostradamus Our link tree takes you everywhere. We're mostly on YouTube. You can also check it out in the show notes. We actually just recently, about a week before this episode goes live, we put out a new episode of our own podcast, the Nerdstradamus podcast, titled "It's a Podcast, But..." And then I don't remember what this one was called, actually. I know we talked about Summer Games Fest in the Switch 2. You can check that out. It's available on all podcast platforms and also available on YouTube. So please go check that out. And I know that in the next few weeks before TFCon Toronto, some Transformers themed stuff pops up on the Nerdstradamus YouTube. So be ready for that.
All right. Okay, everyone. We'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching and listening. And check us out for Alt Mode this Friday, where we're reviewing Void Rivals number 20. So we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Later.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Transmissions. If you'd like to join the conversation, travel to our Discord channel at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. Want some cool transmission swag? Feast your eyes on our transmissions gear at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. If you'd like to support our podcast, go to transmissionspodcast.com/support or tell your friends about our show. We'll see you next time.